love Leslie Ann. She's the best. It's good to have her back, and it's great to have all you guys back with us today. We've got great electronics in this hour. I will tell you this every single time when I come out. I love when there's only 3 items in the show because it gives us a good opportunity to kind of get into each one rather than just kind of skim over it quickly. Our Panasonic phones, let me tell you right off the bat, if you own them, would you please call us? Call us from your phone. We would love to hear from you. These are such a huge customer pick on hsn.com. Why? Because everybody still needs their corded phones at the house. I am a perfect example. I just told Lori before the show, I'm like, my house is getting worse and worse in the cold spots in my house for my cell phone. Honestly, I can be on one side of the couch and it works. On the other side of the couch, it doesn't work. If I'm in one leather chair on this side of the house, it works. It doesn't work. And this is in the same room. This is literally 10 or 15 feet away. Point being, you will always get a great signal on your corded telephones, and we've got a real special one for you. Comes to you from Panasonic. Before Lori comes out, let me tell you everything that you're going to get and the features of this. First of all, it features DEC 6.0 technology. That is that interference-free technology. It's not going to affect any other electronics that you have in the house. It's a clear signal, perfect every single time. You get a digital answering system built in, and the digital system also has a regular corded phone on it. And that digital system has a battery backup so that even when the power goes out, as long as the phone lines are still hooked up, you will still get a signal. So when everybody else is fighting for power, you can still make phone calls on the main base. You get 3 of the satellite phones. All you need to do is just plug those in. They just need a power source. They don't need an actual phone jack. It's got lots of great features like the backlit display, which is my favorite. It's got an LED indicator on top to let you know when you've had phone calls. We can go on and on and on, but here's the deal. It's $20 if you buy it today. So we took $20 off our price. I think it's free shipping. It is. It's free shipping and handling today. And we kept it on 4 Flex, so you can get this home for less than $25. It's $24.99. Please replace the phones in your house. I mean, even if you use your cell phone the bulk of the time, it's so nice to have these phones as a backup or as your main phone because, as I said, most people, especially if you live in a block house or an older house, the signal's just not strong. You can't get your cell phone doesn't work as well.
My cell phone is so frustrating. I use my
Lori's
home phone
here.
all the time.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, everybody. We love, love, love our home phones from Panasonic, our #1 top-selling brand here at HSN, and for good reason. They have all the features that you're looking for. And Guy is absolutely right. I love this system. It's old meets new. So you're getting that corded handset, and then you're also getting 1, 2, 3 cordless handsets as well. So all you need is to plug in that phone jack into the wall, into that one main base station, and then the other 3 handsets you can put wherever you have power.
Yeah.
So you can put one in the attic, in the man cave. You can have one in the powder room if you want, in your closet, wherever it makes sense. And you're getting tons and tons and tons of features. So that battery backup is the #1 thing that we want you to know about, because if the power goes out and you just have a cordless handset system, you're not going to be able to place and receive phone calls. A lot of people don't realize that. When you have a corded base station, this offers that battery backup, so when the power goes out, you are going to be able to stay in touch with the friends and family in your life. And look at what you're getting on the handsets themselves. A giant, glowing, backlit 1.8-inch screen. We love being able to see it, love being able to read it. And look, Guy and I with our eye issues.
It's all lit up.
Look at how it's totally glowing, backlit, illuminated. Every single button, even your command keys, are all glowing. You get a speakerphone that is nice and loud with multi-step volume control here. So this could take you to a brand new level with your phone system because you could be hands-free now. I had a great conversation with a friend the other day talking about my new 7-week-old baby, and I was folding laundry and just catching up with a friend. I got all of my laundry done by the end of the conversation. It was awesome. And with Panasonic, they think of everything. So I love the volume controls over here. How many times have you been on a call where this is up against your face, so you're just talking away, la, 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 but you can't really hear what the other person is saying, or for whatever reason, the signal isn't strong on their end? You're going to be able to increase or lower that volume in the call without even taking this away from your face, so you won't miss one single word the other person is saying. And then, talking caller ID. Don't you love that feature?
That's the best.
That's one of my all-time favorites, because you don't know if you need to run for the phone or not, because you don't know who's calling. With Panasonic, you always know. We're going to demonstrate that for you here in just a second.
Yeah, and I want to remind you again, it's only $24.99. And as I've said, if you're one of those folks that gets really frustrated with your cell phone, well, first of all, you should have a backup phone anyway. Everybody should.
It's a good idea.
I know a lot of people are like, wow, I've just gotten rid of my phones. You know what? It's always a good idea to have one, because how many times has your regular phone died on you? And I say regular phone talking about cell phones now. In the old days, this was regular phone.
Drives me crazy.
But now our regular phones are our cell phones. But They're always seem to be running out of a charge. You know, your kids are always making the excuse, Dad, my phone's not charged up. I hear that from Danny all the time.
Right.
These are always good to go. They're always charged. Their charging holding time is much longer than a regular cell phone. And plus the fact that you get to arm the whole house. Each room has its own phone.
Right.
So you're never running around looking for your phone. And we're getting a call coming in, and take a look.
I want you to see the screen, first of all. Look at how giant this is.
HSN Backstage.
Look, HSN Backstage is calling. So I love that it's telling me, because if we're running for that phone call, you want to make sure it's someone that you actually want to speak to and not a telemarketer.
HSN Backstage.
Nice and clear, easy to hear. And I love that digital answering machine that's built right into. If you're replacing tapes right now for your old system, it is definitely time to upgrade. With this system, you'll be able to screen your calls. It's all digital, so there are fewer moving parts. You can call in from anywhere in the country or in the world to check your messages.
Good morning, Lori and Guy. Happy holidays. These phones are great. Have a great show. Bye.
Listen how nice and loud that was. That's Annie. That's our friend Annie backstage. So the really cool thing about that is you could be screening a call from any handset. So I could be in my master bedroom. I can hear who's calling. That is a feature you can turn on. You can turn it off. As with the caller ID, you can turn that or on or off as well.
And I love the LED indicator on the top of the phone.
Oh, this is your favorite.
Well, just
know
because
you have a message.
my cell phone doesn't do that. My old cell phone did, but my new one doesn't have a blinky thing when you get a call.
A blinky
I wish it did.
It's so high tech.
But look, so this will blink and it lets you know that you've got a message or a phone call or somebody has called you. So that's an indicator. I find these phones are fantastic for any of our older customers that maybe have issues, and I'm including myself, have issues with their eyes and can't see the panel. Because when you turn this on, you'll see how big the screen is. Also, I want you to look. You'll see how the keys are backlit. I love this. I have a computer that has backlit keys. To me, it's the greatest invention of all time.
The #1 top feature that nobody puts on.
I know, I don't get it.
I love that.
And this is the best feature because at nighttime, it doesn't matter how big the keys are if it's dark.
It's exactly
You can't see them, but with these, they're lit up and it glows through the keys so you can see what each number is. So if you're making a call and you're on the couch, you don't have to lean over and turn the light on. You can do it. These have a little belt clip on the back, and I swear, I can't tell you how many times I've been out cutting the grass at my house, and I take it and I put it on the little belt clip, and now I've got my phone here, and I don't have to worry about the cell phone. If it's charging, I have my regular phone right here. I can take it anywhere in the yard. And by the way, just so you know, with the Deck 6 technology, you can literally walk like 100 yards to the end of the road to your mail. If your mailbox is way the heck far away from your house, or if you're just walking the neighborhood, you're taking the dog for a walk around the neighborhood, your phone will still work. It's that powerful.
It is powerful, crazy range like you've never seen before. 160 feet at the low end is the range away from the base station, all the way up to 1,000 feet. So you're going to be able to wander away, see what the kids are doing, walk the dog, work in the yard, whatever you're out there doing. Guy was just talking about mowing the grass. You can do that with this range. So if you have a set of phones right now that doesn't offer you crystal clear call clarity, that every single time you take one step too far away from the base station, you hear that snapping or that crackling on the line, it is absolutely time to upgrade with that Deck 6. Deck 6 is awesome too because it's secure. No one can ever listen in. So if you live in an apartment complex and your neighbors have the exact same set of phones, or you share a wall with someone in a townhouse, look at you. Look at you. Quick draw over here.
Look at this thing right here.
You just never worry. No one can ever listen into your private phone calls. Look at this. You look so stylish.
You want to hear a really funny story? Because as you know, I've got many weird and crazy stories. So my
You
dad.
do.
This is my dad. My dad used to wear his eyeglass case on with a little hip thing on his belt.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And so one day he goes to Dunkin' Donuts to have breakfast, and he gets in his little car, and this is in town, Westport, Connecticut. He's driving down the street, gets pulled over. 2 cops pull him over with their guns drawn.
Oh, they thought he was
a gun. My poor father's getting coffee. He's like, oh, yes. Like, stay right there, sir. His eyeglasses in his case. Yeah. And they're like, and he was a coach, and he was the head coach in the football town. They're like, oh, it's Bob Euling. Sorry, Mr. Euling. I didn't know you were. He's like, yeah, thanks. I thought he was out robbing Dunkin' Donuts.
That's a great story.
But you won't be accused of that. But look, come on, look at this.
I mean, it is pretty cool. Look having it handy, convenient, right there at your fingertips.
Oh, look. The belt. I got this whole.
You got it all going on.
No, but if you're out cutting the grass, you've got this.
Reach for the sky.
It's amazing how many people think they don't need Mr. Quick Straw. They think they don't need a phone anymore, but you do.
You do need a phone.
Remember, I told you last time I told you it was like we saw this was a couple weeks ago, and I had told you I'm like it's starting to happen.
Right.
And I don't understand how that happens. I want to call the phone company and find out, but I'm getting these dead zones all throughout my house.
So frustrating.
Not only that, but I will, if I'm in a certain spot, I get that. I hear every other word stuff. I'm sorry, I'm hearing every other word. It drives me nuts. Anyway, I know you want to show this demo.
I just want to show you, I just unplugged the phone, so I've done the unthinkable here, and yet we are still receiving a phone call. Now, I just want you to know, when you do not have power supplying the base, you will have more limited functionality, so your screen won't light up and all of those types of things. But I have an incoming call that I'm going to be able to answer. Hello? Hey, thank you so much for calling. Hey. Can you believe the phone is unplugged right now? There's no power supplying the base at all? Hey, it is amazing. Annie, thank you for calling.
She's you know what we do next time? We're going to hold it up to our mic because she really is talking.
She's really talking.
Explain why there's no picture on the screen, though.
The whole reason is all of the power is being targeted to the placing and receiving a phone call.
Smart.
So you're going to be able to do that when inclement weather hits, when those blackouts happen, the brownouts happen. Those are the times we need to keep in touch with friends and family the most. If you have a set of phones that's just cordless handsets, they won't work if there's no power. A lot of people don't realize that. When you have a corded and cordless system, the battery backup is built right into your main base, so you're going to be able to answer those calls. You'll be able to call out. You'll probably be the only person on the whole block, or maybe in your entire neighborhood, that will be able to be in touch when the power is out. That is an awesome,
let me tell you
what
Lori has done. Lori has sold 5,971.
Very popular. Oh, and the customer reviews?
Yeah. There's
300.
There's hundreds and hundreds of people calling about this.
Nearly perfect, all of them.
You only have 1,500 left with the folks online. So if you want a set of these, and let me show you again what you're going to get. We'll go through it piece by piece. So this is your digital answering machine. This is everything that you need to you know, and you don't have to do your own message. It'll do one for you. Very simple. Talking caller ID, all that. You can load a bunch of numbers on here and use it as your directory, all that great
100 name and number directory.
It's got a little direction, a little pad there, so you can deal with all your,
your
stuff
volume,
you need to.
your play.
Nice big screen, corded. This, remember, will work in a power failure because it has battery backup. So if the power goes out, and this is a good thing to know, especially, in the morning you need to make a call and you look at your phone and there's no light, you know that you still have battery backup. So you get this. This is the only one that has to be plugged into a phone jack.
And you can wall mount it too, if you prefer.
Yeah, there's a way to be able to disengage that little thing on the back, and then you can put it right up against the wall. This now you're going to get 1, 2, 3 satellite phones. That was cool. See how they lit up?
They did.
They only did it that one time.
Reacted to your tap.
That's amazing.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, you're going to get 3 of these phones. For these, you just need a cord to plug into a power source to keep them charged from time to time. Remember, you don't have to keep them on the charger the whole time. They'll stay charged for a long time.
Oh my gosh, over a week and a half of standby time.
So if you lost one in the couch.
That's right. Then you're going to have days and days and days and days of battery life. So you could reach for these phones a week and a half later. One falls between the couch cushions. Maybe your family is busy like ours. We don't always get these back on the base station. You'll have days and days of standby time and nonstop hours of talk time, 10 plus hours that you'll be able to talk on these phones nonstop. You
know what I love too is that these rely on a hardwired system.
Right.
So which is, it's the best way realistically to do it because the energy goes direct. It's not like it's going through the air like cell phone towers they're basically waiting for a signal to come and shooting it back and forth through the air. Right. This is a hardwired system, so it's going to be functional. Like we said, only a power failure.
Crystal clear call clarity every single call.
But you're still backed up.
Absolutely. You got that battery backup built right in. You don't worry about any of the snapping, crackling, popping that you might have on your older set of home phones. If you're dealing with that frustration, or maybe you have the set that has the antenna on it that just pokes you in the head every time you pick it up, it's time to upgrade. I
like them also from an emergency standpoint.
Right, me too.
I like having, and this is for, I have a child, and you obviously, you've got a child now. Little one, but when it gets to the point where they know how to use phones, I like having the ability to hit 911 from any room of the house.
Absolutely, you can spread the phones out.
Not looking, where is my cell phone? You've got an emergency station phone.
Is it working in this room? Don't worry about that. With Panasonic, you are absolutely covered. You can even block numbers. You can block up to 30 names and numbers with this. So if there are people driving you crazy, telemarketers have your number, whatever the case is, you can block and lock down those calls forever. Love the simple and easy to use controls here. You've got your menu, so you can go through your caller list. You can set up your answering device. This is really easy. You can check your messages from any handset. You can call in and get your messages from anywhere in the world if you're traveling overseas. You have your built-in intercom system. So I can select my intercom right here. I can intercom over to the base, or I can intercom to Guy's phone. So I'm going to be able to call Guy without screaming down the hallway and saying, Guy, I need to talk to you.
Who's calling me?
We can intercom back and forth. Isn't
Guy
that the
to
coolest
Lori,
thing?
Lori and Guy.
There you go. So you can answer it, or if I'm standing right next to you, you can just push off. Oh, I think I pushed off. I just pushed off.
Oh,
Sorry.
great.
Sorry, well, we're standing right next to each other. But anyway, this works
Good
throughout
thing
the
I
house.
have a big, loud voice.
I know, a booming voice. But I love this because when your little ones answer a call, and maybe it's a work call, instead of screaming down the hallway and going, "Mom, there's a work call," your child can just simply intercom you and send the call over to the handset where you are.
Well, and also when you have little ones, that's a great point with little ones. Again, you're probably not going to buy your 4-, 5-, or 6-year-old a cell phone. But they would still like to have a phone.
I'm
Here,
not.
talk to Grandma without me having to go and sanitize my cell phone from a slobbering child. You don't have to. Well, it happens sometimes.
You can have your own
little
handsets.
dirty fingers. But they can have. Well, now your kids can have a phone in their room.
Absolutely.
And they can talk to their friends, or they can talk to Grandma, especially when they're little. Because as I said, you're not gonna. Most people are not gonna go out and buy a little kid a cell phone because it's just. I think Danny got.
So
When
much
did Danny
more
get his? Danny got his
comfortable, too.
first. I think Danny was probably like 8 or 9 when I got him his first stripped-down cell phone, just because I wanted to know where he was.
For emergencies.
Well, it was with buddies
Absolutely.
across the street. I'd like to call him, and I felt that was important. But when they're real little, this is fine. And
At home,
and also,
love it.
I've told you this story. My mom, it's the only phone she'll answer.
My
at the
mom
house.
and dad, too.
Call her on her cell phone. It's like, nah.
I got them a cell phone to use. She's like, just call me on the landline. Can you
You're
call me
old
at home,
school.
honey? I like to talk on the home phone. It's more comfortable. It's not hot against your face.
No, it's
Your signal is
nice.
always perfect
It's
at
your
home.
friend. It's your
It
friend.
is. You love it. It's like a
Comfortable
warm
with it.
hug.
It is. We're comfortable with our phones. All right, listen. Now, Lori has just patched up your crummy old phones.
That's right.
Now, if you don't have money for a brand new computer, Lori's going to show you a way that you can make that old computer
back to him,
super fast again. Get rid of the clutter. Get some of that hard drive space.